Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore 10 a.m. meditation. First of all, I just want to invite you to get comfortable right where you are. Breathing in deeply, filling your lungs, the chest area, your belly, up into your head. Just signaling your body that it's time to relax. Time to move into a deep, deep conscious connection to that spirit that's within, that's always there. So just scan your body, scan your mind and your emotions, and just check in, breathing deeply, seeing if there's anywhere that you're holding any kind of discomfort, discord, disalignment. And consciously breathe into that place and that space. Just opening, welcoming, inviting this breath, this divine gift. And just letting go. So knowing that we are the nature of God, that spirit is our nature. We are created in the likeness and image of spirit. And we are the self-expression of spirit. Today we affirm and declare this truth of our being. Breathe in deeply with the I am statements. You can repeat or affirm these statements to yourself or out loud. Know this truth in your mind and let it vibrate throughout your whole body. You can visualize this as a golden light, breathing into every cell and fiber of your being. Let the words resonate, vibrate, and harmonize your thoughts and feelings. We'll breathe in, I am, and hold for a brief moment, and breathe out, I am. Breathing in, I am abundant. I am abundant. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. I am perfect. I am perfect. I am joy. I am joy. I am joyful. I am healthy. I am whole. I am complete. I am colorful. I am compassion. I am sensual. I am power. I am powerful. am wisdom. I am wise. I am peace. I am beauty. I am truth. I am light. I am peaceful. I am delightful. I am amazing. I am awesome. I am dynamic. I am flexible. I am calm. I am brilliant. I am courageous. I am kind. I am marvelous. I am excited. I am divine. I am cherished. I am yummy. I am vibrant. I am receptive. I am radiant. I am passionate. I am delicious. magical. I am fabulous. I am grateful. I am harmonious. I am opulent. I am sensational. I am serene. I am valuable. I am relaxed. I am inspired. I am hopeful. I am wonderful. I am happy. I am love. I am loved. I am loving. I am lovable. I am resilient. I am worthy. I am zestful. I am quiet. I am precious. I am renewed. I am gracious. I am adorable. I am blissful. I am brilliant. I am bold. I am confident. I am empowered. I am cheerful. I am content. I am contentment. I am flowing. I am exhilarated. I am eager. I am strong. I am strength. I am unlimited. I am vivacious. I am positive. I am open. I am expanded. I am elated. I am the face of God. I am the truth of God. I am the eyes of God. I am the ears of God. I am the arms of God. I am the mouth of God. I am the body of God. And as we end this meditation, I invite you into prayer, knowing the truth of our being, just having affirmed the truth of who we are, knowing that God is all there is and that we are one with this divine presence in each moment. And I breathe it in, and I am conscious of the goodness that is the divine spirit, the force, the power, whatever name I give it, Buddha, Allah, Mohammed, spirit, conscious intelligence. It is everything that I am. Each one of us is a divine expression of this magnificence. Each one of us at choice in each moment to express the I amness, the isness that is divine as it can only flow through each one of us. We are the creative power and presence of the One. We are the way that it is made manifest in this physical 3D earth suit, and it is good. It is so good. Giving gratitude and thanks for this day, for coming to this meditation, for affirming for myself, and knowing that as I affirm for myself, I do this for others. Seeing myself as God, I see all as God. I know all as God. All is God. I'm grateful. It is powerful. I step into this, releasing this treatment with gratitude and awe. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone. God is all there is in my heart, and all of my being. Even when the hour is dark, God is all there is. God is all there is in my mind, and all of creation. All that we're hoping to find, God is all there is. God in you, God in me, God in everything, everything. All is well, all is good. Let the angels sing, let the angels sing. God is all there is in the world. One infinite spirit. Open up your mind to the truth. God is all there is. God in you, God in me, God in everything, everything. All is well, all is good. Let the angels sing, let the angels sing. God is all there is in my heart. This I must remember, even when the hour is dark. God is all there is. Even when the hour is dark, God is all there is. Okay, now, everybody, from the comfort of your own home, Sing on out. Sing along with us. Here we go. God is all there is. God is all there is. Sing it to me, people. God is all there is. Don't you know it's the truth? God is all there is. Yeah, sing louder that God is all there is. One more time, out loud. God is all there is.
God is all there is. Yeah. God is all there is. I'm having things thrown at me, but it's all good. 'Cause God is all there is. Woo! All right. Ha! Good morning, all. How are you today? Woo! I don't know. Let me do that again. Good morning, all. How are you today? I think I felt that one.
Get some hands and waves.
Whoop, 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 whoop. That's what I'm talking about. Get the energy flowing. All right, let's move on before I get something else thrown at me. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore's virtual service. I am Tracy Rhymes, your host. Our senior minister, Reverend Dr. Raymont Anderson, is our speaker today. Our musicians are Soul Pajamas, serving as today's practitioner who led that powerful meditation, pre-service meditation, I am, is Sue Monahan. Assisting with making this service open, inviting, and accessible to the deaf community are our sign language interpreters. Woo woo! Faith Moore and Sonia Chavis. Woo! Working behind the scenes, holding things down are Frank Matthew and Jim Lefter. On behalf of Reverend Dr. Rev Ray, thank you all for your service. Here at CSLGB, every Sunday is an invite a friend or family member Sunday. Make sure you spread the love and invite a friend or family member, or 2, or 3, or 4. You get my point. We would love to have them come and hang out with us. So, invite someone. Before Sue, one of the hardest working women in CSL, sets the tone and grounds us in prayer, let me share this about her. Sue has been part of this teaching since 2004. She has been a practitioner since 2013. Sue believes that we are the point of power in our lives, that our essence is spiritual and it is good. It is her desire to let Spirit reveal this wonderful truth through her. Sue is committed to CSLGB's vision that we are demonstrating a world that works for all. One life-affirming thought, word, feeling, deed, and one human interaction at a time. We all make a difference in other people's lives. May our light shine for all to see.
for that energy. And I invite you all into prayer, just breathing deeply, just grounding yourself in this moment, in this place, in the now space, knowing, trusting, surrendering, accepting that God, Spirit, Goddess is all there is. Whatever name I give it, I know it is the one divine energy back of all life, and that is living and moving and having its being through each one of us. And today we come together on this Zoom platform as community to share, to elevate our vibration, to resonate and be in harmony, and what it means to be community, what it means to be in a loving, accepting environment. So I give gratitude and thanks for this day. I give gratitude and thanks for all that come together to make this possible, for all that come together to watch, for the words of Reverend Raymont, our interpreters, behind the scene guardians, and our host. What a wonderful day. I am so grateful. We are so powerful. It is so good. All is well, and so it is.
And so it is. All right. Thank you, Sue. The Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore's community honors the world's religions. One tree, many branches. One mountain, many paths. One world, many religions and spiritual traditions. With the lighting of these candles on the first Sunday of each month, we not only honor each person on their select path, but we also bless them and recognize the light, the love, and the life-affirming nature of spirit as it shows itself in each path, in each practice, and in each person. I always pause for a moment just to let that sink in. Now I have some announcements for you. There will be an event hosted by Love in Action Ministries. Their announcement is, join us for a prayer of unity as we complete our day of service. This is happening on Monday, January 18th, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The cost is free, and this event is open to the public and will be online via Zoom. Check this out. Our very own Reverend Dr. Ray will be one of the speakers. Now I know you're really excited about attending. For the Zoom meeting information, visit our events page on our website at cslgreaterbaltimore.org. We currently have 3 weekly ongoing ways to study, learn, and discuss. And there are some good discussions that happen. First and third Monday nights, the Sacred Contracts Book Club, hosted by Nancy Rosenberg. You can hang out on Wednesday nights with the Science of Mind textbook exploration group facilitated by Reverend Dr. Ray. You also have an opportunity to hang out on Thursday nights with the study group facilitated by Dr. Ronnie Ellington. Did you know there is a new service that you can subscribe to receive weekly words of wisdom? Well, there is. Each week, CSLGB's spiritual leadership team will send you words of inspiration, contemplation, meditation, and more. Woo! I like the way that sounds. Inspiration, contemplation, meditation, and more. I know you want that. You interested? Okay. Send an email to info@cslgreaterbaltimore.org. Membership is always important. The Discovery class is available online. Contact us at info@cslgreaterbaltimore.org or visit the website for more information about becoming a member of CSL Greater Baltimore. Sign up for the CSL Greater Baltimore newsletter, the Facebook page and Instagram pages, and get more news and information by visiting cslgreaterbaltimore.org. Did you know that there was a board meeting today? Well, there is. Today, everyone is encouraged to attend, if at all possible. Would love to have you there. All right, so CSLGB Ministry of Education has an upcoming class. The CSL Greater Baltimore Ministry of Education first class is the Scientific Art of Prayer. The purpose of this class is to provide the tools that will change your life. The Scientific Art of Prayer is that tool. Though the Scientific Art of Prayer uses the same 5 steps of affirmative prayer: recognition, unification, realization, thanksgiving, and release, you will learn to no longer just speak your word. You will be the place through which word is made flesh. You become the living embodiment of the spoken word. Learning to give an affirmative prayer is working with the letter of the law. While living affirmative prayer, living as answered prayer, is being in the spirit of the law. The main purpose of this class is to demonstrate that your word is what really creates your reality. You don't want to miss this opportunity to deepen your conscious use of the power that is deep within you. For full details and to sign up today, send an email to info@cslgreaterbaltimore.org. And last week I mentioned that I would be sending my email so I could sign up and register. I did, and I am in. Who will be joining me? Coming in February, we have the Spiritual Rebel. This will be a 4-week journey of modern spirituality. This class will be facilitated by Reverend Sarah Bowen. Chaotic times call for embracing our rebellious sides in service to change. Rather than relying on adherence to a single belief system, Spiritual Rebel encourages you to clarify the beliefs that are personally meaningful for you, redefine unhelpful concepts you might be hanging on to, engage deeply with spiritual practices, and ask curious questions about your higher purpose your higher purpose. For full class description and more information, visit our website. Now, if you would like to receive a daily text and voicemail from Reverend Dr. Ray, here's what you do. Take out your phone, type JOIN, that's the word join, to this phone number, 883.
833.
Oh, I'm sorry. 833. Excuse me, my typo. 833 663 9021. Again, that number is 833 663 9021 to begin to receive your daily inspirations. I get the text and the phone call. It's great to have. And I save them into my contacts to make sure when it pops up, if I'm not able to take it, I can listen to it later. And it's an amazing thing. All right. So, on 3, y'all know the rules. And if you are with us for the first time, on 3, I usually shout out prayer works. So, on 3, 1, 2, 3, prayer works. Right, there we go. We, as a community, continue to treat and move our feet, knowing the truth for everyone around the planet. Prayer requests can be sent at any time via email to info@cslgreaterbaltimore.org. All right, if you were with us after for the pre-service music, you got a little taste of them. Our musicians today are Dan and Aaron Johnson. They are a musical duo called Soul Pajamas. I like saying that. They specialize in uplifting, empowering, and positive music filled with jazzy chords and vocal harmonies. In these times of increasing isolation, the music of Soul Pajamas offers comfort, connection, and possibilities for everyone. I give you Soul Pajamas.
Nice singing there, Tracy. You need to join the band. Spirit, speak to me, I'm quiet. All of me, here's all of you. Thank you for my inner calling. I am listening. Spirit, come to me, open. All of me feels all of you. Thank you for my change of heart. I am grateful, so grateful. All of my days I've been hungry for guidance, asking what is mine to do. If only I'd known to sit in the silence and open my heart to you. Spirit, speak to me. Spirit, breathe into my heart. I'm connected to your love. Thank you for my inspiration. I am breathing. Thank you for my understanding. I am knowing and saying
Thank you, Soul Pajamas. Reverend Ray may not agree with you about joining the band, but he'll be all right. Okay, at this time, Sue will lead us in a spiritual practice.
Practice this morning is based on the words of a song from Karen Rucker. And it was an inspiration that came to me, excuse me, because I received Reverend Raymont's phone message, daily phone message. So it was wonderful. Thank you for the inspiration. So right now, I just invite you to maybe close your eyes, lower your gaze, and breathe in deeply. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in and check in with your body. Check in with your mind, your emotions. Just breathe in and having a willingness to just let go for the briefest amount of time. Anything that came before this moment or that you have to do later now is for you, completely for you. So send your healing breath to any part of your body that might seem out of sync. And if that isn't happening, just be grateful for where you are sitting, being safe and secure and loved. This meditation is an invitation to see all of life as God, spirit, force. Force is divine expression, just as it is. So I want you to think of family and friends and call their image to mind. And know this with me, and you can repeat this. So we see their image in our mind. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. I invite you to think of the CSL Greater Baltimore community. Just imagine those that we're connected to, those we see, or whose names that we see. And just breathe in deeply. And see them in this light, knowing you are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Think of our neighbors, our co-workers, anyone you come in contact with. And know this for them. Imagine this. Vibrate and resonate with this. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Think of those that we don't understand, that we disagree with, that irritate us and disturb our force. Knowing in the absolute everything is spirit in form, even if it does not appear to demonstrate this on this physical plane. We are not condoning or tolerating bad behavior, just accepting the truth. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. And if you want, you can open your eyes and join in with our amazing sign language interpreter with these words. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. So knowing right here and right now, trusting and surrendering that we are the face of God, that everything we see is showing up as God in form, and we are invited in each and every moment and each and every breath to see this, to know this, to vibrate with this, in loving acceptance of who we are, the oneness and the allness that is God. We are amazing. We are spectacular. Every time we consciously breathe and know this truth for ourselves, we know it for other people. We bring this joy and this light and this divine energy to this place and space, to 3D reality. We are here on purpose, and we know it. We give gratitude for this day. We give gratitude for this service. We give gratitude for being together. We know that all is well. We know that the highest and best is unfolding in our life, in the lives of those around us, in our center. And in gratitude, we can release this and say, Amen, Ashe, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Sue. All right. It's that time of service. I ask all of you to extend your hand and to whatever device you're using and send Reverend Ray some love, some energy. Because, you know, ministers go through a lot. So they got to keep going. Talk after message and all this. So I just want us to give him some extra energy today. All right, so Senior Minister, Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore, Reverend Dr. Raymont Anderson. He has frequently been referred to as a Renaissance man. One look at his resume and the reason becomes clear. As a lifelong learner with a passion for self-development, personal transformation, transmutation, and self-awakening, he lives his bliss as a teacher, mentor, speaker, minister, and yes, so much more. His mission is to live, move, and be an active, which is an acronym, authentic, compassionate, transparent, inspired, vibrant, and empowered member of society who serves to educate, elucidate, emancipate, awaken, and empower people and communities. Reverend Ray, come and do what you do.
Gracias. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy anchoring into the energy of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose birthday and work we honor and celebrate tomorrow. Tracy's happy she has a day off of work since she works for the government. So let's dive in. Today's message is about this idea of, well, once again, we're still continuing in the theme of the month, timeless wisdom and evolutionary vision, but we're talking about this idea of God being here and now, because we forget sometimes. So if I ask you, where is God, how do you respond? Pause and let that resonate in your mind. If I were to ask you, where is God, how would you answer? And if I ask you, well, when will God respond? As in, when will God answer this prayer? Or when will God change this? Or when will God change that? How would you respond? So let's take a moment to take stock of this idea of where and when God is as we plan what is ours to do to embody all that God is and to live the vision. Pause, breathe. We use our spiritual practices and each present moment by moment awareness. We take a genuine and deep look at where we are right now. Where we are right now individually, where we are right now collectively, where we are right now in our neighborhoods, our spiritual community, our movement, and in our world. Because this idea of God being here and now has to be applied to all of these. Us as an individual, us as a collective, us as a neighborhood, a city, a state, a spiritual community, a spiritual movement, a nation, a planet, a universe. Like there is no, as we say it, there's not a spot where God is not. So the here and now of spirit must be present in, through, and as all of these. So then what are we looking for? Like what God is it that we are looking for or waiting for? Science of Mind says we look too far away for reality. In other words, we look too far away for God. We look too far away for health. We look too far away for infinite wellness and prosperity and joy. We look too far away for it because we think it's somewhere else or some when else. We don't think of it as being here and now. And yet, God is an ever-present eternality. It is forever, here and now, and it is you. I am that I am ever becoming. I am that I am ever expanding into more and more of the truth of who and what I am. This ever-present eternality, you are it. It is showing up, individualized as you. This foreverness is you. And yet, there's the paradox of, but we know that this form has a birth date and a transition date. And yet, that which we are is the infinite truth of that which we are has never been born and will never die. This is why we talk about the concept of being in the world but not of it. We recognize that there is this plane of duality that we exist within, and yet there is that part of us that transcends it. So rather than looking for God, peace, joy, love, satisfaction somewhere else or somewhen else, What would happen if we started recognizing that the very power and presence of that which it is right here and now? One of our declarations of what we believe, declaration of principles, we say we believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete freedom from or complete emancipation from every discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. Every discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. But how is that possible? Because there's this deep spiritual practice where we recognize what it means to be out of alignment and therefore in alignment. We have to be able to recognize when there is discord in order to bring things into harmony. Because the ultimate truth of things, the ultimate truth of life, is this deep residing infinite harmony. Everything that Sue said at the pre-service meditation, I am joy and I am joyful. The only reason that that can be is because that which is infinite joyfulness is incarnating itself as us. I am grateful and I am gratitude overflowing. I am that and more that is ever expanding and expressing as me. So let me ask myself though, are there places in my life where I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm not so joyful when it comes to work. Yeah, I'm not so joyful when it comes to washing the dishes. I'm not so joyful when it comes to sweeping up all these sunflower seeds on the floor that somebody spills around the house. We're not going to say any names because Tracy's going to point her finger at me. We ain't going to even go there. I'm not feeling so joyful when we go for a walk around the block and that walk turns into a 10-mile trek. I'm not so joyful in that moment. So then Tracy's laughing at me. So then the question is, if I'm not feeling joy in this moment, and joy is the truth of my being, then I'm out of alignment. Because you can feel anger, you can feel righteous, and I mean the kind of anger that makes you feel the I need to do something, call somebody, when you see people trying to overthrow the government. And you feel the same kind of anger that Yeshua felt when he went into the temple and was like, what are you fools doing in my Father's house? Not here you won't, not today you won't. There is anger that comes up when you hear about someone stealing children and sex trafficking them, and you feel anger. No one said that anger is not part of our holiness in expression. It's what we do with the anger. It's how we let the anger be expressed. The anger that consumes us and we lose our minds? Yeah, no, not that, because that's bound in ego. But the anger that comes up and says, you know what, this whole colored fountain, white fountain, no, not on my watch. And we thank you, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks and Malcolm X and everyone else who gave of their beingness, even those who gave their lives to register people to vote, who felt the anger, who said, wait a minute, did you see what happened on the Pettus Bridge? No, the next march, not only will there be me and mine, but we will show up in numbers beyond what they can even fathom. No one said anger is not a divine principle. But once again, what are we doing with it? Is the anger causing us to be out of alignment? Am I able to be in alignment and feel joy? Because see, it's easy to look at someone's body, it's easy to look at someone's posture and identify when their body is in or out of alignment. Chiropractors do it all the time. Acupuncturists can do it. Reiki masters do it. There's all kinds of ways you can look at the human form and tell if it is in or out of alignment. So if we were to look at our own body, but not just the body of head to toe, but the body of all our collective experiences, life, history, relationships, the body of our finances, our home, the body of community, CSL Greater Baltimore, CSL as a movement, our beliefs, all of this is the body of how we live, move, and have our beingness. Because the body of finances moves, it breathes. Some people's finances are born and die. Like this is a body. So the question is your body out of alignment? Is your relationships, are they in alignment or out of alignment? Is your spiritual community in alignment or out of alignment? Is your neighborhood in alignment, out of alignment? Your family, your health and well-being, is it in or out of alignment? If it's out of alignment, then what needs to happen? What are we invited to do so that it becomes in alignment with the truth of our being? In alignment with God, in alignment with love and joy and gratitude, in alignment with that which is life affirming, in alignment with that which is ever expanding consciousness in demonstration. Because see, we forget that you are greater than your history. You are greater than any recording that says, I am not enough. I am not good enough. I am not skilled enough. I'm so terrible at. I'm awkward. I'm clumsy. I'm not good at remembering names. I can't. I'm of a certain age, and once you hit that age, you know these things become impossible because you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And we know that there are many recordings we have. Teachers and parents and guardians, mentors and role models, politicians, clergy. We have recordings from all kinds of places that run through our head that remind us that we're less than. But the truth of our being must be that we are greater than any of that and all of that, because that which we are is spirit. Science of Mind says, how much of this infinite good is available? How much of it is ours here and now? All of it. The infinite good of spirit, source, the universe. How much of it is available to you right now? All of it. All of God's wisdom, all of intelligence, all joy, all reasons to possibly feel and be grateful, thankful, joyful that your cup runneth over. All of it is accessible and available right now. And how much of it may we have use of? As much of it as we can and choose to embody. So if I say, you know, Tracy, when it comes to balancing my checkbook, I'm just horrible. And Tracy says, well, Reverend Ray, how much of the infinite good of God, because God is intelligent enough to balance Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, the moons of, like God balances all of that. God balances every bird and every ocean and the depths of the ocean, every star, every sun. God keeps it all in perfect balance. And yet, you're saying that that which God is as you can't balance these numbers in this piece of paper in that account? Well, why are you not embodying and making use of the infinite good of God, knowing the infinite intelligence and wisdom that balances every universe and galaxy in creation is breathing itself as you? And that the moment you lay claim of and say, this is what it means for me to be God, the infinite balance of it, living, moving, and having its beingness in, through, and as me. From this point forward, I declare and recognize that balancing a checkbook, while may be challenging, I shall master it, because I am greater than the words that say I can't. I am greater than the words that said, but your precedent, your history has demonstrated. You have bounced checks, you have overdrafted, underdrafted, pre-drafted, you have drafted into the military, like you did everything with a draft of a check that you could possibly do. You spelled it backwards, you were so drafting wrong. All of those recordings. I'm not good at names. I never remember names. You know, if I didn't have my head screwed on right, I'd probably forget that and leave it home. Why are you still playing that recording and declaring that as your affirmation, as your truth, when the truth of your being is the infinite good of all creation is available to you right now because it is demonstrating as you, but you can only make as much use of it as you choose to accept and embody. So what would happen if we chose today to embody a little bit more God, a little bit more power, a little bit more joy, a little bit more forgiveness, a little bit more love, a little bit more light, a little bit more something that the previous recording said, are you serious? Nobody loves you. Nobody likes you. People can't even, as soon as you walk in a room, you do know that people walk out. They don't like you. You're not pleasant. You're not nice to be around. You're stupid. You're ugly. There's something wrong with you. That recording, it's time to get rid of it. Like it's time to take it off the player and frisbee it.
Yeah.
Put a new recording on. What did Sue say during in-service meditation? Put the recording on. Hit play. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are that which I am, the infinite of all. You are that which I am, incarnating itself as me. I am the face of God. I am the hands of God. I am the body of God. I am that which it is, living, moving, and having its beingness in this life called Ray, in this life called Tracy, in this life called Faith, in this life called Sonia, in this life called Jim, in this life called, by whatever name we are called, the truth of our being is the infinite good of all creation, present right here and right now. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, I'm going to gender neutral it. Treat a person as they are, and they will remain as they are. Treat a person as they could be, and they will become what they should be. When we see one another through the eyes of infinite good and infinite potentiality demonstrating, then people tend to rise to the occasion. There's a movie starring Morgan Freeman. I don't remember the name of the movie right now. Tracy will remind me momentarily, or if anyone else remembers, type it in the chat, where he was playing Joe Clark.
Lean on me.
Lean on me, principal of a school that had basically deteriorated for a variety of reasons. And Joe Clark was called in, and he changed the school. Now, his methodology was challenged and considered very radical, to say the least, but the children elevated, the quality of education elevated. There's a movie, James Edward Olmos, Stand and Deliver, where he plays teacher Jaime Escalante, which does the exact same thing basically that Joe Clark did, except Jaime Escalante saw these Hispanic, Latino, and Latina children and knew that they could learn calculus, higher order of math, and he, because of his expectation of them, they rose to match his expectation. To such a degree that the Board of Education, when they tested, the Board of Education said there's no way these Mexican and Spanish and Latin children scored this high, and said they all cheated and demanded they take the test again, which they did, and passed again. When we see others through the eyes of infinite good, when we see ourselves through the eyes of infinite good, do we not also rise to the occasion? Do we not also, as we embody it, rise to what we are called to be? But the question becomes then, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want greater health, love, joy? What do you want? If you have access to the infinite good, what do you want? Many of us say we want something, but we don't really know what we want.
Amen.
How many times have we looked in the refrigerator, closed the door, looked in the refrigerator, closed the door, looked in the refrigerator, closed the door? Well, what are you doing? Looking for something to eat. Well, what do you want? I don't know. I know I'm hungry,
Yep.
but I don't know what I want.
Yep.
And until you know what you want, you remain hungry. To such a degree that if you want something specific but even don't know what it is, and you eat something else, you still want what you wanted, but you didn't know what you wanted, but the thing that you ate was just a snack because you're like, it didn't give me the taste that I wanted, and I still want what I wanted.
Tell it. That's
So,
right.
what do you want? Science of Mind says, as we gain the broader viewpoint, we shall see that life must contain two fundamental characteristics. We shall see that there is an infinite spirit operating through an infinite and immutable law. When we know what we want and we act upon what we want, then the law responds accordingly. When we know what we want and we act upon what we want, then the law responds accordingly. What do you want? Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, said, "Is that it is the childlike mind that finds the kingdom." Well, when he said childlike mind, what did he mean? Well, let's check it out. In an article written by Cheryl Jacobs, "Why the Land of Make-Believe is So Important for Children," she identified that make-believe, or pretend, to put it simply, play, should be the young child's version of academic learning. Today we shall look at some of the reasons why. This is why make-believe and pretend is important for children. Pretend play helps develop executive functioning. Executive functioning is in the brain is responsible for tasks like self-regulation, planning, organizing, and achieving goals. Who would have thunk that when my granddaughter pretends that she's cooking in her kitchen, that she is creating executive functioning in her brain that gives her the ability to self-regulate, to plan, to organize, and achieve her goals?
Come on.
What?
Come on.
Pretend play develops your child's social and emotional skills. We'll keep on going, because you can always ask for these slides and read more in depth. And you can always go to the link and read the whole article. But also, pretend play is the cornerstone of creativity and imagination. Basically, your child is developing skills for navigating the world as they grow older. I know Jim knows what cosplay is, and I don't know if Tia is on right now. I think I saw her earlier, and I'm sure Tia knows what cosplay is. Cosplay is basically grown people pretending to be superheroes. Yeah, don't y'all point at me like that. Hey, watch it.
Tia said yes.
I know that, because I know Tia knows. Cosplay is grown folks pretending. And check this out. I would dare to say, because I know Renee, I know she logged on. I'm assuming she's still there. One of my colleagues from Virginia Commonwealth University, wonderful woman, amazing and powerful woman in theater and just life in general. Acting is pretend. You get what I'm saying? Actors pretend to be the characters that they're playing. It's pretend. And yet it changes lives. It changes the scope of creation. When do we give ourselves, if we are not actors and we don't do cosplay, when do we give ourselves permission to dive into our imagination and the power of our imagination? When do we give ourselves permission to play? And I don't mean play pool, I don't mean play spades, I don't mean play dominoes. Well, that's fine. I mean play. Play the way children play. Play using your imagination. Play having fun. Play being silly. Play in ways that make that deep part of your belly shake because you're laughing so hard that you can't breathe. Play.
Every day here.
Every day here, Tracy said, in case y'all didn't hear her. Every day is a good day here in this house to play. Emmett Fox said, There is nothing in the universe that you cannot do or be if you are mentally ready. What does that mean? When the mental equivalent is there, then the ability to be, do, or have shows up. So once again, the question comes up then. What do you want? What do you want to be? How do you want to act or show up in the world? What do you want to do as a beneficial, life-affirming presence in the world? What do you want to be, do, have, and experience? Where in the whole Maslow's hierarchy, where do you need to or are invited to get into alignment so that you can rise up into the plane of self-transcendence and truly embody the here and now of the infinite power and presence of God, Spirit, life itself? Where do we need to be in alignment in order to grow and transcend and embody and live, move, and have our beingness from that place of recognition? Dr. Holmes said at the end of chapter 4 in the book, How to Use It, a new light is coming into the world. We are on the borderland of a new experience. The veil between spirit and matter is very thin. There's a line in the Doctor Strange film where the Ancient One is telling Doctor Strange that where mind and matter meet, that place, existence, that place, manifestation, that place where mind and matter meet. So, what do you want? If the veil is thin, what do you want to be, do, have, experience? How do you want to show up? In the film Superman, Jor-El, father of Kal-El, Superman says, what if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended for that child? What if the child aspired to something greater than the recordings and the programming and the indoctrination of that society? What if the child embodied and knew how great? And the child can be 1 or 101. Doesn't matter how old the child is, but what if a child, what if an individual, what if a person right here and right now aspired to embodying that something greater? There is a power for good in the universe that is the universe itself, and each and every one of us can use it because what it is incarnating itself as us. Today's invitation to practice this week. Where in the body of my life am I out of alignment? Where is there discord in any of my experiences? My family, my finances, my friendships, my spiritual community, my job, my health, my beliefs, my habits. Where are any of these out of alignment? Where is there discord in any of these? What am I invited to shift, to work on, to be in order to experience liberation from the discord and to live in greater alignment? And lastly, have a conversation with at least 2 people about these answers, about these above questions. See if there is something that you may not be able to recognize that the person you are having conversation with might be able to point out to you. Because as Alan Watts and many Zen masters would say, you cannot bite your own teeth with your teeth. You cannot touch the tip of your finger with the tip of your finger. There are things about ourselves that we may not be able to recognize or identify about ourselves that someone else can point out. So engage in conversation. Challenge yourself to be present here and now, to embody God here and now, and to bring the alignment of spirit here and now. This week's affirmation or declaration, we're going to get to them in a minute. This week's affirmations declaration, my thumb got
Extra happy.
excited. It's like it's time for soul pajamas to say. I will say it first, and then together we will declare it. I now use the power that is present within and as me to experience the continual goodness that God is. Together, I now use the power that is present within and as me to experience the continual goodness that God is. And so it is. And at this time, as we breathe in this infinite goodness of God, we also avail ourselves to the infinite goodness of God as it is showing up as these two most amazing and magnificent individualized expressions of God who present music that is God in song. Who, when we breathe and welcome and open our hearts for soul pajamas. Yes.
Woo!
Woohoo! Reverend Ray, I'd like to see you in a superhero costume.
He is a superhero. He's his own superhero. All right, this is called My Good. It almost eluded me.
Sometimes it excluded me.
I never had to wait again for my good. I opened my eyes,
Much to my surprise,
I never had to wait again for my good.
once upon a time, I tramped the world over,
Chasing love and missing boundless gold.
near the end, I trade up my desire in a never-ending drive for something more. Now I find, yes, I had it all the time.
I never had to wait again for my good. Despite my greed,
I got everything I need.
I never have to wait again for my good. It always seems a bit beyond me. One step ahead and out of reach. Whoa, an empty hole I couldn't fill until I started looking out and faced my
Face my questions in.
Now I find
I can have it all the time.
I never had to wait again for my good. Despite my greed,
I got everything I need.
I never have to wait again for my good. I never have to wait again for my good.
Wait.
Oh, yes, amazing, amazing as always. And so, Aaron, are you still there?
Hold up.
You don't have to take her off mute if you don't want to, but no, she's still there.
We're here. We're
Okay, so this is for you.
This is
Should have unbuttoned first.
Dun, dun, dun. I thought it was unbuttoned. Just saying.
Okay.
So, with great power comes great responsibility. So, I felt Spider-Man would be fitting And since you asked for it, ask and you shall receive. See, Aaron knew what she wanted. She wanted Reverend Ray dressed in superhero garb. And as you ask, you receive. She was very clear. She was specific. Dana even chimed in and said, yes, it is already so. And so it is. Knowing that, talk about a segue. Knowing that, we know that here at CSL Greater Baltimore, we are living the vision. Because we know who we are, we know what we want, we are doing the deep spiritual work and practices to demonstrate accordingly, to show up in the world, and to do what it means to demonstrate, create, manifest, whatever word we want to use, a world that works for all. And we know that in this community, this spiritual family, this beloved community, we are committed to doing it spiritually. We are committed to doing it via relationships, as Sue's bio said, which is also part of the vision for CSL Greater Baltimore, that we are demonstrating, manifesting a world that works for all. One life-affirming thought, word, feeling, deed, and human interaction at a time. So that means we are bringing this spiritual practice into every area, aspect of our lives. And at this time, that means tithing, donating, offering, giving. Whatever words you are choosing to use, it applies to them all. And if you're wondering, but Reverend Red, how do I give? How do I tithe? How do I give into my spiritual community that it may continue to, 1, keep the lights on, and 2, continue to offer classes and teachings, then 3, continue to do all the good that we plan on doing as a spiritual community in the greater Baltimore area? Well, you can do so through PayPal, text messaging, and the postal mail. You can designate a certain portion to go to the soon-to-be youth ministry, a certain portion to the building fund, a certain portion to the emergency care fund. You can designate however you want to divide, multiply your tithes, making the fish and the loaves manifest accordingly to feed the 5,000. You get what I mean, right? So you can do so anyway. Go to our website, and if you want more information, you can always email myself or any of the board members and get more information. Together, let us declare, if you are in alignment with it, let us declare our prosperity declaration. I joyfully, consciously, and gratefully participate in the law of circulation. I trust in the spiritual principle that says, as I sow into my beloved community, I demonstrate my awareness of standing not only in the flow, but as the flow itself. As I sow of myself, my time, my treasure, my talent, I demonstrate my support and engagement in my community's vision, mission, and purpose. I actively give as a demonstration of manifesting, of reaping the harvest of a world that works for all. And we breathe and take in all of that magnificent goodness, recognizing that the infinite flow is not just where we stand, but it is what we are. The infinite goodness of God present right here and right now, in, through, and as everything that we are. All of the ways we show up, we avail ourselves to allow God to be present in that moment, consciously, actively, as we show up, as we do what we do, be who we be, and live this amazing life. And speaking about amazing, Tracy wants today to be an awesome day. Like, she wants you to be awesome today.
Yes.
And as Sue said at the beginning of pre-service meditation, I am awesome, and I am awesomeness. Like, this is one of those ones you don't put the full. I am awesome full. I am awful. Yeah, see, you don't. But remember those recordings, because some of you, I heard it. As soon as I said be awesome, somebody in the back of your mind, I heard the word say, but Reverend Ray, what if I'm awful? Frisbee that disc. Today, be awesome. Be the magnificent being that you are, knowing that all that God is is you. Remember, today there is a board meeting after service. Remember that if you want prayer, one-on-one spiritual mind treatment with Sue, that type the word prayer into the chat box, and Tracy will breakout rooms for you to be able to pray with Sue so she can know the truth about what it is you want. And the wanting need not be, I feel an absence of. The wanting can be, I want the good and the awesomeness that I feel to continue and expand. Like you do know you can pray for more good and more good and more good. Like the gooder can be goodest. Like, sorry for you English majors. I know that my grammatical correctness in saying gooder, good wasn't, but you get my drift.
Michael enjoyed it.
You can thank you, Michael. We should make a candle about that. This is the gooder candle. You want to feel gooder? Get this, like, okay, I digress. So type into the chat box if you want prayer. If you are staying for the board meeting, then just stay on. And our board president will address exactly when the meeting will begin. And then, the good times roll. Blessings to all. Thank you. Let us quickly anchor knowing that the infinite power, presence of God, good, wisdom, strength, health and well-being, love, light, and all of that good stuff, the infinite goodness that is the universe, is present right here and right now. So I say this knowing that as this is heard and as this is seen on the hands of the interpreters and on their faces and bodies and in the songs that we heard, I know that all of this infinite goodness is seeping into the very cells and the epigenetic aspects of our being, that every cell and atom and molecule, every bone and muscle fiber, that it's all resonating and moving and standing in alignment with the truth of our being. As we embody and as we be that which we know to be God, that which we recognize to be God, that which we recognize to be love and joy and power, anchored into the law which always says yes, then I know that this prayer is already answered prayer, and so I release it knowing this, and together we declare it by saying, and so it is.
And so it is.
Amen. Blessings, everybody, and much love. Get my shirt.